Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name's Ketan. I call myself that day-to-day guy. And as you can probably tell by my voice, I'm not 100%. And I was in two minds about potentially not doing a video this morning. But I thought, you know what? Well, I didn't think. My OCD was like, no, you cannot miss out because you've been doing one every day, every week since you started the channel. So here we are. And because of this, I was thinking this last night. I was thinking, what do I talk about this week? Now, well, let's talk about something that's been bothering me, and like just the sheer amount of negativity that's around. And I know some people are kind of like, well, yeah, duh, that's stating the obvious. But a couple of things I want to just talk about briefly, so that there's not this perception that I only talk about the rosy side of life. But this year has been a really challenging year at work. We've been I haven't checked. I want to check this morning, but I do think this is going to end up being our quietest year since COVID. But lucky for us, we operate quite lean, and you know, I certainly don't live beyond my means, so you know, no drama there. But aside from that, coupled with that, all the other negative things that happen, you know, in life, and things that are out there. I get involved a lot more now with local politics, and not that I want to be a politician, but just I just care about society, and I care about people. And there's a lot of things out there, that negative things that make us believe that things are worse than they actually are. And you know, the song "Always Look on the Bright Side of Life," you know, it's an interesting one, because it's true. But you've got to acknowledge the negative side of life. You can't just live your life thinking I'm only going to notice the positive things. Like, negative things happen, there's no ignoring them. You've got to acknowledge them, but don't let them consume you. And I think lately for me, I've been letting these things consume me, especially on Instagram. Like, there's been seeing, like, you know, and whilst it's funny sometimes seeing Donald Trump be an absolute buffoon, like it is incredible, comedic, entertaining sometimes, but it's also consuming, because I think to myself, man, what a world are we in where like this guy can't even answer a straight question, because that has an impact on people's lives. These people have an impact on people's lives, and it kind of bothers me. And it bothers me not because it has a direct impact on. The irony is, it doesn't have a direct impact necessarily on my life. Certainly not from a, you know, economic perspective. Yeah, you know, things are down and so on, but there's a certain bracket of people who, not because we're superior or you know, or skilled in any way, where it doesn't massively, I just did a Donald Trump there, doesn't massively affect us. But I was out last night with my friend Claire, and I said to her, I want to try and what do you call it again? Not reinstate, reset the Instagram algorithm. So I did that last night when I got home, and hopefully now I don't interact with some of this nonsense, so it doesn't kind of, you know, come back into the forefront of my mind. The world's a fucked up place out there. However, if you look with your own eyes in your immediate vicinity, there's so many more positive things that we can take and acknowledge and focus our energy on, and also do things ourselves to immediately impact the world around us. So that's kind of something that I'm going to be more conscious of myself. And I'm not the only one. I've had friends say to me, oh, you know, I'll come off social media because of the sentiment of doom and gloom. And it never really used to kind of get to me, but it has. And I'm not going to come off social media, but I'm going to be more conscious of what I consume. Yeah, I think that's it. This is not really like a video where I'm giving you anyone any advice or anything like that, but just one of the points of this channel was just to get my point across and see if there's thoughts across, rather. And I'm sure there's other people who are in a similar scenario to me. Middle-aged man on my own. I've literally got like zero responsibilities. Everyone in my life who is close to me isn't dependent upon me. My parents aren't dependent upon me. My brother's not dependent upon me. His kids aren't dependent upon me. Nobody depends on me. So for me, my life is quite carefree. But it's almost nice to have people depend on you, and gives you a bit of a sense of purpose. So I kind of, my outlet for that is getting involved in the community and, you know, doing local charity stuff and so on and so forth. So when all the doom and gloom stuff happens, it makes you think to yourself, oh, why am I doing this? But got to keep in the back of your mind why we're doing something, and, you know, we're not defined by what goes on in the outside world. But a bit wishy-washy for a Tuesday morning, but I'm going to leave it there. This Thursday, we're off to Germany for the Essen Motor Show. And unlike the NEC Car Show, where I messed up the footage majorly, I'm going to take this setup and share some car content. I'm going to edit the video. I've already put aside this weekend for video editing for next week's YouTube video. So if you are a car person and you've got this far in the video, there is car content coming. I'm going with Foray and Shan, so I'm not sure if they're going to behave in the videos, but let's see what happens. It's a kind of staple part of our year. It's a great trip that we do every year, and I'm looking forward to it. Nice little getaway before Christmas. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Take care.